Function I
Well, you have to give it a bit.
Okay, it does take a second.
I was like, you have to give it a bit for YouTube, man.
You were having so many problems with getting chat to work, and here the answer was all along. It's just waiting for
not all along.
Waiting for Mix It Up to have an update.
Yeah, this update came out like 2 days ago, man.
I make Mix It Up a specific.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't want to have to pin Mix It Up over OBS because the pin program doesn't always work.
Oh, yes and no. That you have to wait for me to show you, man. That's a whole thing involving webhooks and
Technically,
stuff like that.
I could.
It's a whole thing involving webhooks and stuff like that.
Hear me out. I guess that's the same. I was gonna say, like, I screen cap Mix It Up, and then I just window projector preview it to myself, but that's still a separate window.
It's still a separate window.
It's alright, I'll just pin it.
There's a better way to do this. Like, there is a default built-in way of doing this in both OBS and Mix It Up. Y'all.
Hey, chat.
Can't hear you.
I don't know what I'm drawing today. I also have to clean up my desk because my...
I guess I could go in there to warm up.
Oh, you know what I lost? My heckin' Twitch activity feed.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
What? I can't tell you what the problem is.
Can you not give it like 30 seconds in between each and every question? I didn't even have time to think about what I was doing in the game, man. What is your problem?
The Twitch activity feed. Doc. Don't know when people do Twitch followers.
Does it not just show up on, like, do you not have an overlay?
I have like the latest one, but if multiple people like followed overnight, I wouldn't.
Hang on.
I'm making a custom browser doc icon.
No, there's an easier way. What? What?
I found a way to do it.
I just heard you say mix it up. I don't know what you're on about anymore. I give up.
You're getting frustrated so easily, man. What's going on?
I want to play my game.
I will leave you to your game then.
But it doesn't help that I got out of a business meeting, come home, finally ready to play the game, immediately get cut off of playing the game to talk about your earbuds, and then now talk about your stream.
You play your game. I'll just do your thing, then I will talk to you.
No. I poke.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I poke for that one. What art are you doing today?
I have not decided.
Why are you yelling at me? And that one is your yelling tone. I know your yelling tone.
You only want attention when you want attention. I can't get your attention.
You can't get my attention 24/7 is all I was saying.
I left
miss.
you all day during the workday. You wanted to play the game. So go play the game.
I poke.
Go play the game.
No. No. Because I want to work this out with you.
Go play the game.
No, I want to work this out with you. Hmm?
I don't know what to do.
Then I will simply be as honest as physically possible. Letter of the law honest. I don't feel like I should need to be letter of the law specific. I can exaggerate by saying 24/7 when in reality, I mean, I do not want your, I cannot give attention to you back to back for a solid hour straight when you give me those little intermittent breaks, because then I can't refocus to anything and I just keep shifting around focus. It's like you are playing ping pong with the ADHD, but you are the only person with a paddle.
What do you want me to do? Like, bother you? Like, you want me to bother you less, or do you want me to, like, dump it all? Because when I dump it, you think it's too much. And if I bother you whenever I, like, I don't know, as it comes, you're like, it's too much.
You only gave two examples there. You either said as it comes or all at once. And I'm like, there is a third option.
Once an hour?
You can simply try to find where the login and mix it up would be as well, and let that be the little bit of a break of attention.
I was lucky. I'm fine.
I'm gonna turn into like a stereotypical mother here and say that if you asked that fast, you probably didn't look very
I
well.
looked in the settings where I thought they would be, and they weren't there.
That doesn't even, like, make the point moot either. There is a difference between asking something every 2 seconds and taking, like, a solid minute, maybe two, to try to figure it out and then asking.
Well, I wasn't
And it
actually asking
does-
you for the on the Twitch activity feed. I was like, oh hey, it's gone. I'm gonna go find it, and then found it. Didn't actually need your input on that.
Why did you? Who are you?
What do you mean?
You poked me when I wouldn't give you attention on it.
Because I wanted you to know that maybe you also would like to have it in your OBS.
And that couldn't wait 5 minutes? Now you're just mad that I'm making reasonable points.
If you can win, I will die now.
Don't die, you have art stream to do, miss.
I don't know what I'm drawing. Current here. So the only thing I have right now is that I'm like, I don't have a whale shark mini print, so I should probably make one. And that's the farthest I've gotten.
I see. I suppose none of the Pizza Rogue stuff is on the table.
Pizza Rogue art that needs now.
I mean, we made the list of like funny stickers at some point.
I'm gonna do that.
I could always grab any of those from the list. If you have nothing else to do, I would not mind you also working on that. But I do not wish for you to go out of your way to work on it.
I can draw.
Pardon?
Awesome. Be fast and there'll be good warm up. Black lines, simple coloring. Is that what you wanted?
It's like you said, large stickers, right?
Yeah. But do you want them to be like fat, like the ones I showed you, or I'm just like, yeah, they're just kind of regular stickers, but they're big, or do you want them to be more detailed like mine?
Regular stickers, but big probably works better.
Okay. Is there a minimum canvas size you want? Is there anything else you'd maybe use these for? Okay, just draw them at like 1,000 pixels.
Other than posts, I don't think so, but like, let me check what they were. I know I have them written here somewhere. The entire problem is figuring out which book they're written in.
In below list for it?
Not yet.
I'm gonna go pee
I've
and
been
make tea.
working on controller support, man.
I see. I will go pee and make tea, so you can take your time. Run ads on Twitch, because I might as well at this point. We back, chat. Let's see. Add button.
possible ones for you, and I will let you decide which.
Okay.
Spectre stealing pizza. Spectre with the head through the pizza. The pizza head Spectre. Or, and I have no idea what this was referring to, a disaster pizza.
Oh, that's the fire.
I see. Okay, well, or that one / the left side beef pizza. Either work. For the third.
Like pizza.
Okay.
Just Spectre's face, or do you want the whole body?
What do you think is funnier?
Whole body sitting.
Than that one. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. No. No. Oh my god, why are you so difficult? Stop being this hard. Thank you. Of course, it was for nothing good, too. I see it's to the right. The lockpicking. Ah. Also, I'm about to have one of the most ironic arcs in all of Skyrim. I'm a pirate, but there's an East, it's the equivalent of the East India Trading Company, but it's East Empire Trading Company, because Skyrim. There's an expansion for it that I now have installed. So I get to be a pirate. I get to be a pirate where I haven't, I'm gonna be in charge of the East Empire Trading Company.
Hey, here's the sketch, and I'm like,
From pirate to privateer to legal piracy. Yeah, something like that. Also, hello, Abdul.
do not set the pin's parent window. Make the window not what?
What?
That. What?
Hey, Abdul. You want to see something really cool? Also, let me fix this before I get copyright struck from this. Oh, this vector is very pretty. I like the idea.
Copyright struck for my lo-fi.
I mean, I have been. It hasn't actually like been doing anything.
Well, no,
other
it just
than-
says copyright, but they don't take any action. It's different.
Yeah. So Abdul, if you want to see something cool, I'm gonna let you know right now to try this. Go to the vertical stream. Type in your daily, like go get your daily from vertical, and then come back. And I can show you. Now go back. No, you're not banned yet. Oh, I could make it time you out now.
Oh.
Oh, I could legitimately make it do the thing and then afterwards time you out for a minute as part of the funny. Because I could do that now. I didn't think about that. Go back, Abdul. Go check. On the horizontal. Oh, why did you type it again? No, don't type it again in vertical. Yay, you're still in vertical. B, just go read horizontal chat. No, just read through the chat. Can you not see the past chat messages? Yeah, the chat histories are connected now. They both work through Mix It Up now.
You couldn't just tell him. You sent him on a whole class.
No. Yeah. I'm being a drama queen. I'm being a drama king.
Uh-huh.
This is what we do as pirates. Cause a whole lot of drama, and then complain when it doesn't go our way. But yes, the point is, Abdul, Mix It Up can now read from both chats at the same time. Additionally, I didn't actually have to do anything.
Yeah, like Mix It Up's really good for free stuff.
Very convenient for viewers. Indeed, you can get your daily from anywhere. You know what? Let's do a funny though. Oh, this is technically gonna ban people for doing it in the horizontal feed too, though. Okay, that's my issue with it, and why I'm gonna keep it as a joke for now still, is that, I can't actually determine which one they come through yet, unless I were to like go through and learn what the script to it all is. And I'm not about to go on a whole scripting quest while I'm already on another Skyrim quest. So we're just gonna be happy that it works. But yeah, you can now get your daily from the shorts or other feed, regardless of where you send. Like, you can send it from both; it'll still give it to you on YouTube. If you really want to double up your daily points, you have to go through Twitch. But then they're also still separate, so you know it doesn't really count. Uh-huh. Well, it's like I also have to put in the same amount of work twice if you want it from like Twitch versus YouTube, so it's like I'm not giving you both for the price of one. You want me to put in the work, you can get your daily on both until you hit the daily requirement for the special. Ooh, and the special I can actually like appropriately do and mix it up and everything now, where I can give you your own custom colors.
So about cross, I guess your chat log is. I say your chat log is mixed up.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, no one's gonna see it.
Yeah, no, my chat log on stream now is just mix it up thing.
What flavor is the vector?
Pepperoni.
I don't know how well the pepperoni's gonna show up though.
Gonna wash up and make tea. You do you, Abdul. I guess if he really wants us to, we could move to a live chat for it. But I will not do so till he's back and requests it. I have a question for you as an artist.
Hello?
In terms of Twitch, like just regarding Twitch alone, nothing else really matters. What counts as art?
What do you know what counts as art?
So on Twitch, you can stream the category called art. What counts?
I don't
In
remember
your professional artist opinion.
I don't remember if. Well, so the thing is I know some people have their own category or will choose just chatting instead. Like the knitters, I don't know if they either have their own or prefer just chatting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's like creative process. Yes. It doesn't exist because it's like game development has one. Does music writing have one?
I think music does have something similar.
Yeah, so it's like the creative processes visual like the visual arts.
Okay, visual art. That's a bit better of a thing. So the other question then becomes, does doing like concept art slash
Yes.
slash making like UI elements
Yes, that's graphic design.
count? Okay.
Here he is.
Okay, I'm thinking about this for TwitchCon.
Oh, if you want to apply. They have
no,
rules.
to apply, you need to be in some sort of category for X amount of time.
Yes. You also need to have a full portfolio, though, still, so...
I mean, I have a portfolio.
Yeah, but is it art?
It contains art.
Okay, that doesn't help. Art, though, or is it by
Some of it's my own art.
Wouldn't you be better off downstairs anyway, though? Like, with the behemoth and them?
Yeah, I would be better off in that little, like, thing, yes.
Yeah, then do that then.
I know, I want to do that. But that doesn't mean I can't question what counts as art.
I can see what there it's the art.
Also, what happens if we both get signed to go? Do we just have to suffer in being in completely different areas for the day?
Are willing to trade their booth spaces? Attempt to be partners? You can certainly go and trade.
What?
You can swap places with them. If you don't like it.
But I can't go upstairs.
Oh, you mean if you're downstairs? Yeah, suffer.
Yeah.
We'll have Poe run between us. Poe or Frog can play telephone. Or I can just text you, man.
Okay, what would be really funny is, like, they have that specific internet just for you to live stream things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it'd be really funny to live stream to one another.
Who's this?
Yeah, you'd have to be a Discord call, actually, because otherwise you'd have to, like, mention, hey, this booth is being recorded.
I mean, there was the balloon person, but yeah, it was mostly, you know, on them.
I did see one person who was streaming their booth for the whole con, which was kind of funny.
Oh.
One of the artists had, like, a weird setup where their camera was just kind of, like, at their table.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then they had, like, a little sign there that was, like, this booth is actively being live streamed, and it was, like, written on the front end side of their booth because they were at one of, like, the walls, one of the corner walls. But yeah, they were just like, yeah, this booth is actively being live streamed, and I was like, I've seen other people do it so far, where that was a thing we saw a lot of, like, people coming in being like, hey, are you okay with being recorded? It was because they were streaming to Twitch their, like, walkthrough of the different Artist Alley booths and whatnot.
I'm looking at this and I'm wondering
saw
if
that,
Standing
but-
Spectre wouldn't be better? Or do you like...
Huh?
Oh, no. Comments.
Hang on. I also didn't get a chance to actually look before you asked that, because you asked me in the middle of stabbing someone. Okay, what are you asking about Spectre?
If this
I see, you went with the neck and a whole pizza as the difference.
Oh, did you want the slice?
I mean, typically it's the slice, and it's only on the face. And that's how they get the ears and the side of the head in as well.
Oh, so you wanted to just be like... I had the sketch, though. Anyway.
You did have the sketch. I didn't know what you, like, were referring to with a... You had a circle on the screen, man.
Yeah, that was the pizza!
But I didn't know this. You just said how Spectre look. What?
That's why you asked what the circle, then I'll tell you the... Did you want it to be like this?
Yeah.
I see.
That's what it normally looks like.
Or is it the other way around? Or is it upside down?
No, it's that way. No. Do you want me to just get you the reference picture again?
Oh, this is like this is literally I sent you the sketch, and then you told me nah, not the sketch.
Okay, but also, how was I thought the circle was just like a remnant from the sketch part, man.
But then where was the pizza? Then there was no pizza at all.
Because I thought it was just the Spectre part of the sketch.
No.
Will you just say this?
It was the whole.
You asked me how is Spectre? I look at a sketch, I see Spectre plus circle. How does Spectre look in the sketch of Spectre plus circle? Spectre looks fine. Yes, it looks fine.
I'm like, it's a sticker of Spectre though, so it's how the Spectre look.
Yeah, but I didn't know that the circle was supposed to be a whole pizza.
Is Abdul here? Abdul, tell him I'm right.
Abdul still is under BRB as far as I know.
Ah. Oh, luckily for you, I can just do this. Eliminate.
Also, Abdul just said BRB to wash and make tea. He didn't say what he was washing.
Shower, my guess is my guess.
That's my guess as well, although my first thought was immediately just like, who washes their tea?
I see.
I also wanted to question how you wash tea.
It's the first it's like the traditional Chinese tea making. You dump out the first cup.
I guess, yeah.
I'm like, is Pizza Road? I guess you have the card game, but I was like, card game will be in a place too. So, but can you sell stuff down there? Were any of the devs selling stuff?
What?
Were any of the dev tables selling things though?
Yes and no at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So, none of them had, like, merch,
Yeah.
but all of them had, like, very direct, overt links to each of their games.
Okay, but like you saw that didn't convert to sales though.
I don't know at TwitchCon. I don't know at TwitchCon. TwitchCon is different.
What do you mean?
TwitchCon in the bottom, everyone down there was an indie dev.
Yeah.
Because it was called like the Indie Circle or something like that.
Yeah.
But B, they are specifically like, you go there to find a game to purchase. You do not go to an artist alley to find a game to purchase.
I see, that's what you mean.
Yeah, so like...
But like, were any of them actually selling keys though? Or was it just like a, hey, you go to the store page?
They just link you to the Steam store page for it. What they would do instead is they put it on sale for the entirety of TwitchCon.
Okay, so basically what you did, but maybe they actually buy it.
Yeah, basically they did the same, like I did the same thing as them, but I wasn't in the right area to be doing this. Actually, that's not true either, specifically because of the fact that I also wasn't selling a game.
Yeah, you're selling a stream software, which is pretty hard to sell,
I was
honestly.
selling specifically a streamer software tool, which, yeah, is not only a harder sell,
Have you fixed Twitch integration on that?
Yes! I keep telling you yes and no at the same time. It's like, it's as good as it can possibly get from my end. Oh, that hurt. I'm like, I'll teach you to set up the Twitch integration if that's what you're asking me instead.
Maybe some other time.
Y'all. I'm not teaching you today, I just said I would teach you.
Mhm. Does the hair tuft go through the pizza or no?
No.
Okay, I will then delete it then. So
I see, okay.
I'm like, are you willing to prototype Spectre plush or no?
I do not have the skill, man.
I see. Even if I give you the pattern,
Yes.
I see.
The difference is mostly just in how you're asking me to have, like, what skill you are asking me to use.
You said you were capable of sewing, so I was just like,
I am capable of it,
yeah.
but I am stretching that word as much as I can to mean I have mended like 2 or 3 pairs of pants that had a small hole in the leg before.
I see.
I have not created a whole new pattern.
Well, I can make you the pattern. It's the assembly part I don't want to.
Same thing, I have not assembled a whole new pattern, man. The alternative is just we find someone to finally do plushes.
Well, you gotta pay like the $500 in sample fee,
Yeah.
more or less, depending on how good or bad they can get it on the first try.
Uh-huh.
What if the plush was this instead of regular Spectre? What if the plush was this instead of regular Spectre?
Is that why you're asking me this right now? Is because you think this would be a funnier plush?
No, I was just wondering, because I was like, man, I really don't want to sell this thing.
I see.
Because MOA is a lot easier. It's like 2 Pac-Man shapes.
Okay, we went over what the rules of engagement for the plush were, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh. It's not that you can't make a Mola plush, it's you can't sell the Mola plush.
Why can't I sell?
Because plushes are my deal. You know how much that hurts.
I'm like, if I decide to, after you get yours, make my own because I'm too lazy to find a menu or whatever, get the $10, get 500 of them. How much would one go for? Hand sewn by me.
Hand sewn by you?
Yeah, like the one I have, except for a little better because I've done it multiple times at this point.
$100.
120.
The question on my end is why you are pushing that limit by 20.
Cause there's gonna be like, cause I can.
Then no.
It's the I've occasionally seen the plush makers talk, and they're like, yeah, I sold a pony for $600, and I'm like, damn. Why?
No.
No?
No. What made that okay? So if we're gonna get into like the business nuance, here is the question of difference. How much do they normally sell a plush for? Like, how significant is this one plush that was 600? Is that what all their plushes look like? Or is that just this one plush was extra rare and had extra handcraft time, so it became $600? How much better a plush?
Let me go look.
Oh, I see you actually have this info.
I'm gonna go see if they have a picture of their setup. The price tags are too.
Okay. Then here, I can give you a reason not to do it without any, like, with an artist that you and I have both seen, and an explanation behind the differential. There was those people selling the Ghost Cat plushes, where they had like all different horror genres of cat, right? Like the All Plague Dr. Cat, the like etc. etc. This is them like learning to make plushes. Some of them, like, they had their prototype on sale. And they were selling it for $75 when their normal stuff was like, I think their normal plushes were like $25, buy two get one or something like that. I know they weren't that expensive because I remember being that tempted to buy one.
Well, yeah, manufactured plushes cost.
Yes. And this is not a manufactured plush, but I don't think you hand making the plush contributes so significantly that you're paying over 6 times more.
Okay.
No.
I have the thing. So these are all. How much do you know about My Little Pony?
Unfortunately, more than I'd like.
Okay, so I don't know any. I think these are all. I don't know who these are. Oh, there's names. So the ones that are. So the 650 one is like fully clothed. So it's very fancy. But there are unclothed ones for 400.
And
they are about the size of. They're.
Can you send me a screenshot of one?
Yeah, I just sent you their tag.
A normal plush was 400 made by them.
No, that's their like fancy ones. Then they have like the kids doll size ones.
What size is this Mola plush that you would want to...
Maximum paper size, which is a little bit bigger than the one I have. Like, maybe 1.3 times? I still have to make that one at some point because I want to just make it like this is what I can make easily without having to buy new paper. Mola this size.
Okay, compared to their sizes, which size best fits the mola that you are trying to sell for the 100 whatever?
Probably that sitting yellow one.
The sitting yellow one, and that's one of their $400 ones?
I think this cheese color is incorrect.
Yeah, I love it. What did you say to the? Is that one of their $400 ones or whatever? Yeah. And those are all handmade?
They probably have a machine.
What do you mean by a machine? Like, how does that work?
Like a sewing machine.
That's still handmade, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, I'm literally no machine, literally making every stitch with my two hands. For now, anyway. Until I convince myself to buy one and have the space.
And what was the price you wanted to sell for?
I said 120.
You said 120 to try to push the limits, right?
I mean, honestly, I would have to make it and fully time it. Be like, 120 starting.
How many are being made?
One per convention. If not less, because I'm doing other things. And blue is very, like... Backpack.
If you were going to go through with that level of commitment to it, I feel like the 130 is where you would probably want to start. However, I would also like to state that realistically, I do not think you should do that.
I see.
I think it clashes a little too much with the rest of your stuff at that point. Which means you could do it eventually, but you need to start getting ready the vendor booth stuff before you do the plush stuff.
Would it be better to make, like, the keychain size ones? And just put those at, like, 40 or something? Not like itty bitty keychain. Have you seen like plush keychain or like kind of big?
Yeah, I've seen plush keychain. At that point, are you hand making them still?
For now? That's why I said 40. Normally they're like... The people wanted a 35, so it should be higher.
Oh, I was gonna say 50.
50? I don't. We can put this until later.
I'm just trying to think of it all, man, because I'm like...
Huh?
There is a lot of stuff to think about when you try to think about those prices, is the problem.
Yeah. What I think would be a lot funnier is if I can somehow blow up the size of my like paper printing, and I just make one that's like my size. We bring one in one suitcase, and it's like $800.
1,000 easy.
Oh yeah, probably. It has to fit in a suitcase, so like, maybe it can't be as tall as me. Maybe like half my size, but like it has.
You know what I was thinking?
Like giant
for
Snorlax?
the size? Yeah, I was thinking Snorlax size.
Oh, that would be so. Okay, that thing is definitely like 3,000 though, because that's like a bed right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree. I can 100% agree to that one.
I like literally don't have fabric that large.
I think that would be a funnier vendor's booth like intro.
It would be such a good bit. You just lay it on the floor and be like, you can buy him.
You don't even have to lay. I guess you could lay them on the floor.
It's the best when it's laying on the floor, no? Like prop it up against one of the table legs or something, but yeah. Beanbag beans.
I see. I see. Skyrim made a puzzle so hard that I didn't even know that this was the thing now. But they kind of gave up and made the puzzle not a puzzle anymore. I assume because of how easy it was to... I remember being stuck on this thing that I was doing here for like a solid day and a half when I first played Skyrim. This puzzle stumped me. But now you can't actually like progress the puzzle. Like 2 of the buttons for the puzzle are locked when they didn't used to be. And so if you hit them, when you start hitting them in the right order, it just kind of unlocks the buttons. So if you just keep hitting a button until things are unlocked, then it just solves the puzzle.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not a puzzle anymore, but... Oh my god, did it used to be a puzzle? And now I'm just like, oh, it's gone though. Bad spider.
Why do you get like the like sniper mobile app game zoom in when you shoot the spider?
Critical.
I see.
Uh-huh. It's basically it's the arrow execution. So here, let's see if killing any of these guys gives me another execution. There we go, this. How like pulled me into first person, did a cool little action bit.
I see. Is the Spectre stealing pizza a small pizza or a big pizza?
I think it's funnier if he's stealing a whole pizza.
A whole pizza.
You think you don't think it should be a whole ass pizza?
Whole pizza.
I'm looking at your sketch and yes, I think the whole pizza is funnier. Oh, is he mad at us? Because I looted his dead friend?
Probably.
Sorry, buddy. I looted your dead cow. I keep looking over to your sketch and laughing, which means it's working. You know, a problem I think I'm gonna try to solve first and foremost if I ever make an RPG,
Hmm.
like Skyrim style RPG. I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna solve the slow walk problem.
Oh, the escort people's problem?
Not escort people, but the personal problem.
Castle walk?
You can't. So okay, so slow walking looks awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. I look normal. I look like I'm living an adventurous life,
Mm-hmm.
but it's so fucking slow.
Mm-hmm.
Doing this, it breaks my immersion a little bit more because who the fuck jogs everywhere?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't make sense. But it's faster than the slow walk.
Yeah.
And then there's sprinting, which is just the stamina resource. And it's like, yeah, it makes, like... I think this game's differential between this walk and the stamina bar run speeds are perfect. I don't know who the hell designed, like, the scale and, like, how fast you move when you run, etc. But I think you move at like a perfect pace in Skyrim for when you like do the little jog versus when you sprint. But you still don't get to look as cool. So the problem becomes, how do you make the normal walk as effective as the jog, but look as cool as a normal walk? Does that make sense? Like, how do I make an animation that walks at a jog speed, but looks like a walk, and is balanced like a slow run? That is what I have dubbed the slow walk problem, because it does happen in a lot of other games too. Most notably, it's been happening to me when I play Starfield, because I look fucking dope. But running everywhere just feels so unrealistic. Yet another person wants me dead. Oh well, I'm not dying today. But yeah, if I ever decide to make an RPG, that's going to be my first problem to solve. I think RPGs like have a major problem that's kind of only solved in a few MMOs. And it's that you can't really play an RPG. Oh my god, I want to walk through peacefully. You know what? All right. Really?
When you barely see Spectre's body, it's just like, oh, the limbs stick out a little bit.
Alright, these Stormcloaks wanted to fight, so I caused a problem. They wanted a fight, I gave them a fight. I never specified the fight was going to be with me. And they never specified that they didn't want to fight a dragon. Oh, come on. Go away.
Oh yeah, I thought of a good, well, I don't know if it's good use, but a potential use for the rest of this one-way mirror film that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I could make a TV head cosplay, because I don't know, could be cool. It's a thing, not just from the Heckin' Has Been.
I know, there is like an actual vigilante tied to it.
Oh, is there?
Oh yeah.
I see. I'm more aware
It's
of like it's like a. I don't know where it's from Japan, but it definitely like is out in Japan too. It's like there's characters and there's dolls and people that don't know OCs and stuff. So I'm just saying, where's it from?
Oh, I see. There was a dude in I think like early 2000s. He went around in a TV head and like with a TV head on him. And he left a bunch of old like CRT TVs on people's doorsteps. And it like spawned a whole wave of like people dressing up like him and like quote unquote stopping crime and shit. I will say that quote unquote because I don't want to get involved in vigilante law.
I'm like looking at the Japanese ones. It's definitely like a specific manners thing because they have cat ears.
It's a big thing that's been going on for a while, man. Like it's been around since like 80s of just people with TVs for heads.
I have a lot of fun. I'll pick one of these.
Eh. I don't think it's worth it.
I do already have like 90% materials, if not all of them.
I see. Okay, Skyrim. That's another thing I gotta make sure I fix about Cargame before it's too late. I hate it when games don't lock your mouse to the game you're playing.
Oh yeah?
And Skyrim doesn't. Y'all. Like, I can maybe fix it by relaunching, but like... Do I want to relaunch Skyrim? Not really. Oh, here, now that it's nighttime though, I can sprint and show you what I mean with the 3 different walk speeds.
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Alright. So there's this walk speed, which is like encumbered walk speed
Mm-hmm.
normally. There's this walk speed, which is just holding down forward on a keyboard or a controller or pushed like all the way up, whatever. And then there's this, which is sprinting.
I see.
Oh no, you. When was my last autosave?
I think I'm making the ears too.
Doesn't look like it.
Bat ears.
Guess it do look a little like bat ears. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering why the walk was so long.
Traveling across all of Skyrim.
It's like it put me on the other end of a mountain. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go then. Technically, going south is faster, but more expensive because I have to pay the 50 gold. But it'd keep me a little bit safer, I guess, in that we're going to where it's warmer in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So the cold doesn't get to affect us as much. Alright, I'll head that way then.
Do you want Spectre to have the 3 paw print or the 4 nose?
Does it matter?
Cats normally have 4, but people draw them 3 because it's like cuter.
Try the 3. Oh my god, I died again. You know what?
Hmm.
What if I just went back through the dungeon, but in reverse?
I see. Thoughts?
Oh, very cute.
Okay, I will do that to me then.
She has stolen the pizza. I have other question for you,
Okay.
Azerbizzle. What other early stuff should I try to get into selling at a vendor's booth?
You mean merch-wise?
What other merch could I do, or like should I focus on for the early game of vendor's booth?
Stuff where you can make at home, honestly, but like it depends on what you want to do.
There's not much you can do with a vendor's booth, is the problem. Oh, I guess other than like 3D models.
the 3 models, you have the stickers, and then I have the capability of making the totes microfiber. You want to get into hats, but I don't know. This
yeah, mouse pads.
Mouse pads. Mouse pads, tote bags, and microfibers are what I have right now.
I still think it'd be funny to sell the pizza hat as well as a merch item.
Pizza hat will be a harder for sale for sure.
Harder sell?
If it's just the Pizza Pup logo.
I guess it's a harder sell until Pizza Rogue is out.
Yeah.
But once it's out, it's like every character is gonna have the hat by default. Like, I'm specifically going out of my way to make the default skin of each character have the hat on. That's why I was gonna steal Hajime's hat.
I see.
Yeah, because I can just scale it up or down based on the character we have a model for, right?
Yeah. Do you want to sell, like more than just minifigures with 3D printing? Because there are a lot more you could do.
Yes, and that was the next question. Was what other 3D print stuff are you suggesting?
Well, do you want functional or do you want decorative?
I'd prefer decorative.
It can't be picky. Sometimes it can be fan art, but it can't always be fan art.
What do you mean?
Depending on the vendor's booth, sometimes they do a fan art. Don't, so.
I mean, also when you're making a 3D model, it's harder to constitute fan art. It's harder to decipher what is fan art and what is not just like a little sci-fi dude that you renditioned. If I made you a unpainted, like, random Mass Effect infantryman without any of, like, the Mass Effect logo or anything on it, you could claim he's from, like, 50 different properties, or just that he's not from a property at that point.
That's just not fan art, man.
But it technically could have started as fan art.
That's called inspired by, my good friend.
Okay, but if you make fan art of the Mass Effect model dude, right?
Okay.
You give him the logos and everything to start, but you make the logos the thing you have to paint on, or a sticker that you put on. Then the model isn't fan art, just the sticker is fan art.
Well, that sounds like it's just harder to recognize fan art.
But then if you change said sticker to then be 5 different, like, let's say you could put on 5 different stickers from 5 different franchises, any of them would fit this model, but they're all from different franchises.
At that point, you are fighting the people that would be able to recognize it as Mass Effect, and then be like, why is it? You have other things.
But then other people could just recognize it as something else instead. Like a dude could just be like, "Oh, this is a Helldivers minifig." Then there's the Helldivers stickers to go with it, and I could be like, "Yup." And someone else could point at the Mass Effect stickers and be like, "Oh, it's a Mass Effect minifig." I could be like, "Yup."
Well, okay. Well, anyway, you're not allowed to have the logo stickers anyway, so delete.
No, but then the model still isn't fan art. Is it?
Are you literally ripping a dude, or are you just making a sci-fi guy?
That's the problem.
Which one are you doing? There's a difference.
But you can't easily differentiate. I could make a little sci-fi dude that just so happens to be a rip of 10 different models because they all have generic sci-fi uniforms.
Why do you have to rip a specific one then? Why not just actually mix them up and so you're not actually ripping one?
You don't, and that's my point.
Why are you like then it's the why do you have to contest whether it's fair or not then? Just say you're making a
Because
sci-fi
someone's
dude. Stop
going
trying
to.
to rip one. Just be like, we're combining sci-fi dudes into one sci-fi dude. That's like referencing question mark sir.
You think it falls under referencing?
Yeah, so no, it's just original. If you're taking multiple sci-fi guys from different things and you're making your own sci-fi guy that looks similar, that's fan art. Or sorry, that's not fan art. That's inspired by and it's original. If you're literally taking like the Star Wars Clone Wars clone whatever, then that's obviously like very recognizable fan art, yeah.
But like, if it's not painted and doesn't have the logo or anything, is it still fan art?
Are you of the clone? For example, is that what you're asking?
Sure.
Yes, fan art.
What part of it makes it fan art? Also, I'm fucked. I can't go backwards, so...
That it's the design from an IP?
But what if multiple IPs use the same design?
We're talking about the clone, though. Like,
Uh-huh.
are there other things that have the white clone?
Spaceballs.
Were they parodying them at the time?
Yes.
Then it's still the same thing.
What do you mean?
If it was very clearly just like quote unquote copying for the joke, then yes, it's still the original. Because you can't be like, oh, it's the clone from Spaceballs. It's like they were copying the one from Star Wars. Also, hello, Stout.
Okay. So here comes the question then. The dilemma question. Let's say 5 to 10 different IPs. I don't have an exact example to give you right off the bat. But let's just say a series of IPs.
Mm-hmm.
All have the exact same style of armor. Only difference is maybe their helmet. Right? It's the same shoulder pads. The same, like, knee pad, like, same leg wear. Etc. The only difference is their helmet. Right? Then I make a little minifig of the dude, but he doesn't have a helmet. I just give him a generic face.
I guess it's just a guy at that point.
He is just a guy at that point, and
He's
there's no
not.
longer
If
fan
no one
art?
can look at him and be like, "Is that the dude?"
Okay, so it's the recognizability that is making it fan art, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the original question.
Well, you had to make it all complicated.
Because it is complicated. What do you mean? How?
Because I copied this exactly. It's called it not fan art. But I'm also gonna stick logos on there. You can't have logos, sir.
No, I said I would make separate logos
No.
as a sticker.
Are you making your own space logos, or are you going to make stickers of the Mass Effect logo?
What if they are stickers of the Mass Effect logo but sold separately?
That is a very big no anywhere.
Even in an artist alley?
Especially in an artist alley. No official logos, no official names. Straight up, no. That's how you get the lawyers
I see.
after us.
And then how do they do it with Star Trek? What? I need the rights. I need to figure out what I need
Well,
to do to get the
obviously
rights
you
to
can
Star Trek
you
shit.
can quote unquote do it, but a lot of conventions, like some conventions, you cannot. Like NDK, you cannot. Some of them, they're not super strict on it. You can get away with it, but you should not.
Okay. I get that. The point was, it's a separate sticker,
You're still selling
right?
it. Doesn't matter.
But now if I take that sticker away from the model that it's supposed to go with, does the model lose its fan artness because it's no longer recognizable because it doesn't have the sticker? To which case you answered, yes, it is no longer fan art. Whoa. Okay, you want a better example?
Yeah, I was like, do it with D&D, man. I've seen more fantasy than this.
Absolutely. I was gonna say I can give you a D&D
Dude,
example.
I understand fantasy more than I do sci-fi.
Okay. Let's say I make a little bard figure.
Yeah.
My little bard figure is wearing the same outfit that my character in Skyrim is. Also, thanks, Stout, for contributing to the non-existent totem. Okay, so he's wearing the same outfit I am in Skyrim right now. And he's wearing the same hat I am in Skyrim right now. At what point does it become fan art if this same outfit is in also Baldur's Gate and normal D&D and Pathfinder?
I think it becomes...
And real life.
I think it becomes fan art when you do it of a recognizable character.
Okay.
Like,
So
if
it's
you are
somebody
doing literally the Lich Man that you keep talking about every time you, like,
Serac.
go to fight... Yeah, back... If you, like, do a Lich and he looks like that, everyone's gonna be like, bro, it's just him. Or if you do, like, Volo, he's a bard, but you can still tell who he is because of the beard, and you're just like... And the mustache, you're just like, that's just Volo.
Okay, so yeah, in Volo's case, though, it's the mustache and beard,
But if
right?
you shave him, people might be like...
So then, that begs the question of the shaving of Volo is, like, are people still going to classify that as Volo fan art, even though I'm just doing my Skyrim bard?
Are you... Is it, like, literally the same patterns on his shirt?
In Skyrim, you mean? Like, is Skyrim the
Like,
same
like as
the
though the
pattern?
figure.
Let's say yes, for the sake of argument.
You would have to talk to the judges of the show and see what happens. I would personally
Okay.
not risk it.
So you think it's just a war of recognizability?
It always is.
Okay. So then, this, in my case, brings up a ton of problems when making anything 3D printed.
You think people are always gonna be like, is it this? And you have to be like, yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's when
Any
art. That's
Any
when
kind of minifig whatsoever.
that's when art style comes into play. Honestly,
I see.
y'all.
I still think it'd be really funny to sell low poly models.
I'm like, I don't know if there's a market for it because it's not me. So that's up to you, man.
I think I could possibly pull it off. But okay, so then... I'm trying to remember where this whole conversation started from. Something, what else do I sell?
Yeah.
And like you asked me practical or like decorative.
Yeah. Because you could do
Oh,
the
and I
thing
asked
where you
what's-
threw.
I asked what's the difference. Sorry, that's where we got onto this conversation.
Yeah, because I don't you would have to do more research, but I'm like, besides like, oh, bookends and figures, I don't know what the play stuff.
Play stuff for 3D printing.
Yeah. Stout says, I'd say it's fan art if it's based on a pre-existing IP, be it recognizable or not. However, if it was your original work.
So that's okay. Still wasn't here for the whole problem.
No,
though.
no, they weren't. Oh, I mean, they were here. They also asked how's the art going. It's going.
No, they clearly weren't here for the whole problem because that was one of the things we talked about.
They missed the nuance.
Yeah. They missed the problem of it becomes nuance of like, if something is recognizable as something else, but it's not that something else, does it still get classified as fan art?
It's because it's like, yeah, you could definitely accidentally make yourself fan art by accident because everyone will just be like, is it the thing? And you're gonna have to be like, no. And then you go to look it up and you're like, oh, I accidentally made a thing. I'm sure that happens.
Okay, if you want another example, like, what if I tried to make a little toy, like a little toy train?
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like those classic little kids' toy wood.
I think those are old enough to be like Creative Commons or whatever.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not saying they're not. I am saying, just on a like speculative level, people could speculate that that is fan art of those toys. Right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be. I could just be like, I wanted to make a wooden dragon or a wooden train thing.
The thing is, it's not really an IP, right?
No, but
Then it doesn't.
the same concept applies to anything that has an IP. Right?
I'm still just like it just comes down to recognizability, eh? Because like there's a lot of clothes in Baldur's Gate that just are just like generic whatever, but then there's that heckin' stupid heckin' V-shaped underwear that everyone loves, and then the second someone sees that they're gonna be like, that's Baldur's Gate.
That's true. Same with like Thorm's armor. I could absolutely agree. Yeah, no, that's a very recognizable piece of armor. But like, if I just put Volo's shirt onto some random person, even though that's a real historical outfit that people used to wear, what's to stop someone else from saying, like, I'm stealing from Baldur's Gate's IP? Or, I guess in this case, Wizards of the Coast's IP / D&D, because Volo is an actual D&D character. They just have the rights to use them.
I think at that point you pull out the receipts in your file and be like, look, I made this. A little different.
But then, okay, so then my issue with that originally was just that I feel like that is too much work to want to sell minifigs at a vendor's booth. So I was questioning what else I could sell at a vendor's booth.
So like, other note aside, like, I'm also not a minifig person, so I look at them and I'm like, they're all like kind of the same.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's me. That's my hot take on minifigs.
I mean, I do the same thing with some art things that you do and you know it.
What?
I've said the same thing about Pokemon mini prints. Or Kingdom Hearts art, where I just look at it and I'm like, you guys drew the same thing. Like two different people drawing that stained glass picture with Sora or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Like, yeah, I know, I pointed that out to you and I was just like, they just drew the same thing, what? And you're just like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm saying that's you with minifigs is me with that.
See, I don't do that then, right? Because some people do want to just rip the official pose because everyone's like, it's the pose, and I'm like, but I already have merch of the pose. I don't need more merch of the pose.
Alright, okay. If it's a piece of armor, I wouldn't place it under fan art, I'd place it under a reference towards a piece of armor. That's true. But the problem became, Stout, if someone sees that piece of armor, like, let's say an official for, like, Comic-Con, sure. An official hosting Comic-Con saw that minifig model, saw the piece of armor, and assumed it's Volo, ignoring all the nuance of, like, yeah, there's a power dynamic there or whatever. Ignoring that nuance, if they were to just say that that is Volo fan art and is not allowed, how am I to stop them from telling me that I'm not allowed to sell my original art because they think it's fan art. That was the original like argument with all of its semantics.
I think at the end of the day, if a con runner comes up to you and says, "Hey, you can't sell that," you just got a fool.
Yes, I agree, but I'm saying that like that is my issue with it.
Pizza Spectre.
That's what. Yeah, Pizza Spectre is awesome. I might actually use that as like an icon somewhere.
I realized I just exported with the background.
Whoops.
I was like, I can make the first Pizza Spectre my icon. Discord.
Oh, you want
No,
that
I
to be your
probably
Discord icon?
no. I might make it like Bread Bola though.
I see. I think the Pizza Spectre is fine and
Pizza
funny.
Spectre's funny because if you just zoom
Oh, you
in
know what you could
like
do?
this is the whole icon right here.
You know what you could do? You could specifically make it your like you can make a server profile for Pizza Rogue Discord.
I don't have fancy nitro.
I see.
Yeah, I am gonna make
I
Bread
see now
Bola
you can
now.
always email the company or something beforehand to see if it's truly an issue. Email what company? I guess Comic-Con in that case.
I guess, yeah. I am gonna make a Bread Bola sticker now though. Now that I've seen the pizza version.
Uh-huh. Go for it.
I had the idea at work to be like, I should make some more cooking, like some like the more funny Molo stickers. So I'm gonna do a Baker Molo, being real proud of the bread, and then a Chef Mola where they burned the food.
Oh no.
No,
No, I was gonna give you I want to give you a funny because I think you would like this one. Someone brought up this funny being like an image that I could have at some point in Pizza Rogue, and I was like, you know, I could get away with throwing that in somewhere.
what?
But I think you should do like a baking mola still, but you have them doing the thing where they're trying to hold the bowl with the power whisker, and it's just like flying fucking everywhere.
It's not harder to draw though.
Yeah,
That was cute too.
What?
That was cute.
Zaval? What?
Huh?
What?
It's a less cute idea.
I see. I see. I think it's funny.
Funny, and it could make a good post maybe, but I'm like Bread Mola has the same problem as Donut Mola, where it's like, but maybe Bread Mola is more memeable than Donut Mola.
Probably a little bit.
Because I'm
more.
like, this is it. He ain't big enough to have a backside.
Oh, what is this quest?
Like maybe.
I have an issue. I went to go leave.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Hey, you should recognize him now, though.
It's Bracken.
The Bracken? What?
The Leafler Company.
Oh no.
What is that?
You watched through this entire chapter of ESO. It's the Nolig dude. I love this voice.
Could outline the hole around him in theory. What do you mean outline the hole around? I could make the whole part look more bread-like, but...
I just love his voice, man.
I see.
The vocal effects they get this dude to do is great.
Continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly awesome.
Interesting.
You can hear it at the end of his sentences. Sure.
Add depth to the cutout where Mola is essentially that I'm not cutting a hole around Mola. The whole point is that they're part of like
Yeah, the bread doesn't fit.
the bread don't fit.
Uh-huh.
The all of those. Sticker or is this just
Oh, where the fuck do I find that shit sticker still?
you think this would make a good sticker?
Yeah. I'm a fan of the funnies.
Big sticker or small sticker?
Big.
Big, okay.
When it's bigger, it's a little bit funnier than if it's smaller, because it's just like... It's kind of the opposite of wasted space.
The bigger the bread is, the sillier.
It's like... Yeah, it's technically wasted space making it big, but that kind of just gives the opposite effect of it doesn't feel like it's wasted, it feels like it's used on the bit, which just makes the bit a little bit funnier.
I see.
I am on the weirdest quest possible now. My whole quest is just to harvest people's blood.
I mean, you are a vampire.
Yeah, but I'm harvesting it for a box.
I see.
And it's also like different races, like there's Orc, Falmer, Dark Elf, Wood Elf, and High Elf.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh. I got Wood Elf done. Ow. But yeah, I will say I absolutely love Hermaeus Mora in this game. One of my favorite Daedric princes, very easily, if not my favorite. What say, precious mortal? It's like he has that perfect funny voice of like always sounding like he just woke up from a nap, but like he's too smug to fix his tone. And it's just funny. There's gotta be a way further inside, right? Or is this not a door? It doesn't look like a door, actually. Maybe it's not one and I just spent a lot of time looking at nothing. In which case, whoops.
Whoops.
But yeah, I do forget that I can do, like... mostly mouse pads is probably going to be the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Because mouse pads are A, a lot easier to do, and then B, very, or B, very versatile. Like, you can put anything on a mouse pad and make it look nice. And C is just one of those things that people always like getting new ones of. And you can kind of, like, it's one of those ones that's easier to find a person who's willing to buy a mousepad than it is to find, like, a person who's willing to buy a specific sticker of this one cat. Or a specific model of this one vampire pirate dude. Right?
Stickers are a lot more affordable, though.
They are. But, like, if I put a 3D model toy thing of Spectre, I feel like not as many people would buy that over, not as many people would buy that over, like, a mousepad with, like, I don't know what it would have to have going on, but with something going on it, man.
Alright, good night, Step.
Thoughts?
I have that one mouse pad and I will hoard stickers, so I don't know. I am not a mouse pad hoarder, but I know they're out there.
I see. I also don't feel like mousepads fit in nearly as well, or sorry, I don't feel like stickers fit in nearly as well at a vendor's booth.
That's fair.
Not unless you're like B-side or some shit.
All stickers?
Yeah. And then you're just kind of in it for the gimmick of being all stickers, but having a vendor's booth of all stickers is something that people will absolutely go to and be like, yo, there's a lot of stickers here. Oh, we're warming up by the fire now. Oh, I guess I could also rent the room for a night and sleep. It's my room. It is my room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I kind of just have to go around Tamriel harvesting people's blood now, huh? I don't think I can do the Imperial War then, though. I would love some food, my good sir. Butter. I'm just gonna eat butter. Butter and milk. What a meal. Oh, there's a meat pie, never mind. Hmm?
You don't want to have just butter and milk?
No. Oh, you know what? I can go and investigate the unique dead thing.
Yeah, I learned there's an ice cream gacha shop.
What?
You buy ice cream, and then they just give you a flavor.
Are you allowed to specify allergies, though? Okay. Then sure. What?
Pick the flavor.
I see. We can go at some point then.
The part of town we have not gone to, and it's also kind of close to where that Halloween shop is.
I see. I mean, as long as it's like, I don't go to an ice cream shop and they give me like double chocolate fudge with chocolate icing coating thing. And it's like, that's what I'm worried about.
These are what flavors they. Absolutely.
Oh, you know another minifig model, by the way? I should try to like make into a minifig and sell. Me.
Have to be a mini, or do you want like a full?
Oh, I could have a full figure.
That's not some. I don't know how. Like that's not something you really sell though. That's just that.
Oh, why not?
Very hard sell.
What about post Pizza Rogue release?
Hajime is better.
Why not all of them?
Yeah, but it's like, are you gonna have a personality though?
Yes.
Okay. But also, you're
If I
gonna
can-
be the heckin' super ultra secret character, and so by then everyone will have a favorite already.
I mean, yeah, but the whole point is that when I play the game, I'm gonna stream as myself anyway in the game. So
You
it's like-
you in your own game is definitely because I could and I wanted to, but I don't know how good of a is in the lineup of characters.
Okay, so then let me ask you a follow, like a retort kind of question.
I mean, so
to it
does
then.
Mola, man, but like
Yeah, I'm like, does that mean I remove Mola too?
Mola overall has a similar like aesthetic though, because they're like fairly simple. And you wanted it to be like random multiverse, but then you're very detailed in comparison to everyone else. I don't know. There's some characters we haven't designed, but overall, you are much more detailed than everyone else.
I mean, Haley is probably going to be more detailed than not.
Well, I don't know. We haven't. Also, I'm looking up this place. It's got 2 out of 5 stars, so maybe it's not worth it.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
And then everyone's just like, yeah, I got strawberry as my flavor, and I'm like, not really fun, is it?
I wonder where Abdul went. He went to wash his tea.
Flavors include things like strawberry, coffee, and matcha.
Yeah.
I'd like it.
Yeah. It's like good in principle, not in execution.
I've told you about salt and straw.
Oh, you know what would have been more interesting? You know what they should consider? Is if they mix the flavors.
Like literally just like giant pot of everything.
Kinda, yeah. Like, they have a pot specially for when, like, they're going to make you your flavor or whatever, and they just, like, blindly scoop a couple in.
What flavors you mean?
Yeah.
This still doesn't help
Like,
with
if
your
they-
very plain flavor.
But if you mix them together, it could create something a little bit better.
Eh.
Is this a random thief?
You come to steal your stuff.
Bro, okay, no, you walk away. I don't have time for this. I'm not walking away from anyone, my guy. Oh, hey, thanks for the blood. I needed that blood. There was an old orc. I could have given him the death he wanted. And then harvested his blood, but like... I'm also mostly just on an adventure. Okay, so I'm on a quest to Rorikstead for now. Also, I'm gonna turn off the Arms of Chaos thing. I'm trying to think of what else I would sell then.
I do like the dice tower and the.
No, I'd rather do the cube food containers.
You can do the cube, but do you want to do like the different?
What do you mean?
Just have like it's a regular looking cake.
No.
Treasure chest?
No.
Contain?
No. No. If I'm gonna do container, I'd prefer to do the funny for now.
Crazy.
I want my stuff to be as funny as my content.
Have you seen the Omega Mart stuff?
Yeah, but
Is that
I
where you
need
want to be?
Kinda.
Okay. You could just make a bunch of like desk accessories, but they're all pizza.
I think the big one is. Oh no.
Like, you can make like pizza coaster, pizza cup, pizza.
You know what I just thought about?
Hmm.
Okay, so one of the funny gimmicks of Pizza Rogue is supposed to be the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're supposed to have like different enough worlds while still being recognizable and whatnot, but also I want to try my hardest to be as funny as possible. How comfortable are you with texturing an entire 3 levels with nothing but cubes?
It's not a
Literal cubes.
yes, but you still have to set a style, man.
Minecraft.
Or just make like not Minecraft.
Like, I mean, it's just pixel art cube at that point, no?
But it doesn't have to be pixel.
But like, wouldn't it be funny? Like, is it funnier if it is?
Minecraft is.
No? You don't think having, like, Minecraft as a universe is funny?
At this point, it's kind of cheap.
That's a fair point. You could do the really uncanny version then?
I do not have the artistic ability, nor do I want to spend my life texturing realistic items.
You don't want to. Okay. Then you don't have to do that. I know exactly what to do. We do literal hyper-realism, but leave the models we put on just as the cubes. You take a photo of a real-world object. Like, the sky is just the real-world sky.
I mean, that's just the
At that
skybox.
point, but like, yeah. But I'm saying the like if you run up to a building, it is just a building, but it's hard to tell because it's all condensed into one cube.
Let me see.
Is that funnier? You don't sound very sold on this idea.
Like maybe, but I don't know. I would need.
I see. I think I should throw that in there as a world then. I feel like it would.
The enemies.
Cubes. What?
What?
No, people's faces.
Ooh, the.
You, me. I mean, it's gonna be stretched and contorted so much, man. No one's gonna know. Okay, then I don't do you. I'm sure I could still A, use my own face, B, find other like animals or stuff like that to photograph. Oh hey, that's orc blood done. Yeah. What's wrong?
Dying.
So I need Falmer, and I need High Elf. If I want to do High Elf, I could become Wanted for a bit and kill a Justicar. They're not usually willing to give up their blood, but like... No one says they have to be willing people to give up their blood. Oh, I've already read Thief. What were you asking about containers?
You could just make pizza thing, like turn everything in.
How does that work?
Pizza coaster, pizza pencil holder, pizza tape dispenser, pizza bookend. Just a 3D printed pizza, like I don't know.
I see. Also, oh, he killed me. Did that put me all the way back at the beginning of the dungeon? You bet your ass it did. I need to get better at saving.
Whoops.
Uh-huh. I know it's my fault. That doesn't mean I can't be upset that it happened.
So print key. You could 3D print keychain.
Oh. How so? Well, they're not like you mean like not acrylic ones, right?
I don't like the 3D.
Oh, like you mean like a minifig, but but it has a keychain loop.
Yeah, but the big one of like actor.
Is that not still a minifig at that point?
When you say minifig, I think of like specifically like the ones that you had me like do the thing.
I see.
Those are too small, bigger.
Okay. There is no better word to represent what I mean when I say minifig, though. Like, you know those Lego Pokemon?
Yeah.
Those are technically minifigs. That just is what they are. In fact, you see, like, the Lego minifigs are specifically called minifigs.
Well, those are Lego.
What? But it's still a minifig. A minifig just means miniature figurine.
Okay.
That's like trying to say a Pokemon and a Pocket Monster are two different things.
I am out of energy to fight. Goodbye.
Oh, come back.
Too much fight.
I see.
I do not need you to try to justify everything. Too much fighting.
But then you're asking me to justify it. Because saying you don't like the idea of a thingy, and that you need to be convinced. So without justification, how to convince?
Less word. Just say like the Pokemon, and I'm like, okay.
I see. My brain does not know how to do that.
Dang.
Come back.
But anyway, keychains are more of a hoardable item than, say, desk figure.
Uh-huh. I was agreeing with you. I was just trying to figure out what kind of keychain you meant, because my first thought on keychain is an acrylic keychain.
You see? It looks like them rubber ones, but is 3D printed. Or casted or whatever.
I see. Yeah, I could do that. I would have to buy the pieces and put together the thing myself,
Not too hard.
which makes it weird, but...
Keychain part is not hard at all.
No, I was gonna say, what if I made a car kinda like a Hot Wheel?
Hmm?
You know, the tiny pizza car toy would be cute.
Too specific.
Okay.
How much you would have to sell it for too.
Why do I have to sell it for that much?
Because it's why sell a $15 but it could just be keychain. How expensive is a Hot Wheel?
Not that expensive. No.
$2?
Yeah.
And also yours will be much more destructible. Hot Wheel.
So you think until I can get someone who can make it, not worth it? But if I can get someone who can make a Hot Wheel...
Yeah. Because Hot Wheels are made of metal, you know?
They're made of metal and plastic.
But, like... But there's metal. And, you know, you can throw one off a building and it's, like, mostly fine.
I see. Well, yeah, that's the plastic just being better quality plastic, which, like, you can still do with a 3D printer. But yeah, I see what you mean. It was just a should it go on the list for later. To which, yeah, I'm leaving it on the list for later. Because I would like a Hot Wheel. Yeah. That's mostly the type of stuff I want to try to sell. I want to try to sell the stuff that I am interested in, because then it lets me sell it so much easier. Like the little, like, the tiny little keychains for phones and stuff, I'm just like, I'm not as interested in those. So I couldn't see wanting to sell one.
What about, like, the big...
Same thing.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm starting to lose the novelty of keychains, even.
Like to hoard them?
Not as much.
I see.
I'm starting to like little figures more and more because I can play with them. And I can pose them.
You could get into the 3D printed shit thing. That's a thing.
I'm not doing that. I'm not becoming that guy. Uh-huh.
I mean, what kind of figures would you want to make, though? Because you don't, like, I guess you kind of have a generic thing, but you haven't really fleshed it out at all.
What do you mean?
You have your undead thing, but, like...
Oh, Horde Boy and the crew. No, I was mostly gonna start with, like, Spectre and Horde Boy, and then start doing Pizza Rogue characters, like enemies.
So you basically want to go real hard into the pizza.
Yeah, slowly.
Then I don't think you should spend till
What?
Pizza Rogue early access. Actually have something.
I see.
Otherwise everyone's gonna be like, what is all this stuff?
Okay, that also brings up the other question. I wanted to do early access release of Pizza Rogue. And I said I wanted like the 3 different worlds, whatnot, right? Do I also make that initial version the demo of the game?
Want the early access to be free?
No. Do I take the early access version, put it out as a demo as well as the early access, to very clearly specify, hey, early access is only here if you want to support me while I make this thing. If you are okay with just what is in the early access, you could just play the demo for now. I will not update the demo the same way I would the early access.
If you buy the early access, you just have the game at that point, right?
Yes.
But then once Pizza Rogue is released, the early access 1.01 is still the demo.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Why not?
there's gonna be so much extra polish that people are not gonna see in the demo, and they're gonna play the demo and they're gonna be like, "This is hot garbage," and then they're not gonna see the actual game.
But what if I add bits of the polish?
Well, you
But
said you
not
were going. You
content.
said you were going to, so I was like,
Okay, well, I meant like, I'm not gonna add the extra worlds, but like bug fixes and stuff. Yeah, I don't see why not.
"That's fine." That's kind of what a demo is. Give them like 3-level items.
Okay. So you think I reasonably could put out demo and early access at the same time?
But
being
people
like,
playing
hey,
the demo can't play with people with early access, can they?
Nope. That's the other one.
And then you're gonna slowly raise the price of early access as it progresses, right?
I'm thinking of doing so, yeah.
Okay.
I believe in paying for what you get, and if it's early access and it doesn't have more, then you shouldn't be paying more. But if it comes out and I've added like the 12 fucking multiverses or whatever, then at that point price should probably raise a little bit because like I've added more, there is more to the game, you are getting more, so you should be paying more. But if you were the kind to like support me in 0.1 or whatever, I feel like I don't need to charge those people more because they were the ones who supported me.
It's not really pay extra to support you at that point. It's just getting the game.
Yeah. But it is still like in very early access, like the very first version I launch or whatever, if the only difference is one has co-op, then I would want to emphasize, yeah, you can just play the demo if you're okay with playing by yourself. But once we start getting like major updates like new universes and whatnot, that is when you will need the game, because the demo will not be getting more of those. Yeah. Okay, I will plan to do this then. Also, I like Bread Mola. It's funny. It's stupid. It's also stupid to think about the question, is it a tiny mola or a big slice of bread?
Oh, what's it?
I don't know.
What if I added to my? Actually, I don't even know how I would make it.
Hmm?
Made this for the cosplay.
Just make one big slice of bread.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be kind of funny though.
I don't have a phone big enough. I
I
would
don't
just
think you do
only
either.
need a giant piece of foam, and then I can cut it out and paint it.
Yeah, basically, but I still don't think you have enough.
Oh, I'd have to buy it.
Uh-huh. I have been getting progressively more requests, by the way, for a different thing. That I think it's finally time I ask this question appropriately and, like, actually consider it. Do I make Keelhaul a Steam game?
How hard would it be?
It happens. It has to happen after Pizza Rogue if I do.
It depends on if you, because right now you can't even play. Like you can't. Like I guess there's technically the tabletop version, but that still doesn't have everything. So it's the like, would I think it's a question that comes after you are actually able to print the deck properly.
So you think I should prioritize making it a real deck and not say, hey, I'm gonna make this a Steam game instead?
Well, what do you want?
Hmm?
You want? That was your original plan.
I know, so I'm like, I don't know, because people keep asking me if they can play Keelhaul on Steam.
You're in a digital age.
I feel like if I am going to make Keelhaul on Steam with the cards that we have and everything, I would prefer to make a separate roguelike version. But my issue with that... Oh, go ahead.
For about $80, I myself a bread bola.
Oh?
Mostly coming from having to pay $50 to buy the giant piece of foam, and then the rest money.
I see. You went and found how much it would be to get the bread.
Just a giant piece of like they sell big pieces of foam because it's for upholstery.
Don't do that right now.
No.
You have other things to worry about. Don't do bread.
I gotta like actually be. I gotta get better at wearing the cosplay.
Uh-huh. So, my issue with making a roguelike Keelhaul on Steam, there's too many card game roguelikes right now.
There's what? Inscription and Slay the Spire. I should read the one, but...
Inscription, Slay the Spire, Pirate Outlaws, Balatro.
Balatro's different. It would be closer.
I'm counting Balatro. It's a card game, it's a roguelike.
Okay.
I guess I don't know that I would call this a roguelike either, but...
Depends on how you want to format it.
No, I was gonna say, the Cultist Simulator.
No, well, no, because it's pretty, like, sure, there's roguelike elements, but it's a lot more predetermined.
Yeah, it's not really a roguelike,
Puzzle game.
because there's not as much randomization, but it is a card game on Steam.
Well, okay, if you just want card games on Steam, buddy.
Okay, yeah, that's a whole other issue, I know. But, like, you can see my issue still, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's my hesitancy with wanting to do it, but I've heard a ton of people asking me now, being like, oh, can I play it on Steam? And I'm just like, is this gonna be a thing where even after I make a physical card game, I'm just gonna get that question so much that I might as well make it a Steam game, or... will it stop after it has physical cards and I can sell those cards?
Like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Also,
Okay, no.
should I stick the fin in there or no fin? Because I'm realizing that it should show up because the fin starts right after Mole's eyeballs.
The fin should be
Good?
visible.
Good or shouldn't?
Good.
Good. Okay.
Should be visible. Okay, so something happened to someone named Rin. My job is to figure out who Rin is and what happened. Oh, Rin's journal. Oh, Rin is a child. Okay, so Rin is a child, mother and father were fighting all the time. Hilda's getting stuck in the doorway again. Thank you. Yeah. I know you wanted your screen time. Where's the old well? I know I saw it at some point. Like way out here in the tree side, right? Oh, it is indeed called Rin's Toy Sword. Oh, should I actually go through and read these now? Fine. We'll go through a whole minute of reading all the things. Yeah. Alright. First day of our new lives. Bought the farm. Perfect place to raise our little Rin. 21st. A long day, hands hurt. Almost too much to write. Farmhouse is repaired and the first plants in the ground. Feels good. We did it. Jonquil kissed me tonight. Like she did when we were first married. Her eyes are calling me. First sunsight. We harvested our first crops today. It wasn't much, but it's a start. When I watched the sun's rays first break over the horizon in our fields today, I knew that I had to name this place the Golden Hills Plantation. After Akatosh's glorious light, soon it will be an inheritance worthy of our son. Just a bit longer. I know it. 23rd. My heart is troubled. Rin is fast growing into a strapping young boy, though he spends too much time playing with that wooden sword of his and dreaming of running off to join the Legion. My dear wife Jonquil, her strangeness worries me. Sometimes she'll disappear for hours at a time, then turn up in the house as though she'd been here all along. I often hear her carrying a basket full of strange dark flowers, and she won't tell me what they are or where she got them. Last winter, when Rin fell ill with fever, Jonquil produced a small black bottle from who knows where and poured who knows what down his throat. Only a few minutes later, the fever was gone. Jonquil refused to tell me what was in the bottle, or where she got it. I'm so happy she saved our little boy, of course, but Mara preserve me. I'm afraid that my wife is a Daedra worshipper or a witch. 16th. Rin has been missing for 3 days, my little boy. I've searched everywhere, but there's no trace of him. Even his favorite toy sword is missing. What if wolves got him, or Brigand snatched him away? Jonquil has been watching me, and I don't like the look in her eyes. She hasn't cried at all. What kind of mother doesn't cry when her child is missing? What if... I dare not put the thought to paper. It's unthinkable. I found it. I found Jonquil's secret. This place she's been disappearing to, the potions, the plants, the books, such evil and unnatural things I found down there. Divines help me, my wife is a witch. I didn't want to open her foul books, but I had to know. I had to. Deadly Nightshade. That's what the plant's called. The one I saw her sneaking around with. She grows it everywhere in this hidden place. She must have poisoned my son. I've seen the sneer on her face, the laughter in her eyes as she watched me tearing apart from the farm looking for him. She was mocking me. I've never felt rage like this. I'm shaking with it, sweating with it. I know exactly what I've got to do. My son's spirit whispers to me, demanding vengeance. Keep an axe by the door for dealing with vile animals. It'll do for dealing with a witch as well. That was part 1. We found the secret compartment. We got the wife's journal. 23rd. Herval wanted so badly to make a go at being farmers, so here we are with our own rocky plot of land, a ruined old farmhouse with a leaky roof. Not what I dreamt of, but we'll make the best of it. At least the soil's good, even if it's full of boulders. It'll be... I'll be able to get a nice garden going with all the ingredients I need for my potions. The income from that should get us through the first winter, if nothing else. 10th of Second Seed. I found a secret room walled off in the basement. It'll do nicely for my alchemy lab. I love my husband dearly, but he can be a pig-headed dolt when it comes to the gentle magics of the earth. If it weren't for my potions, little Rin would have perished last winter from a fever. First of Frostfall. Our plantation is doing well enough, but Arvel's eyes are getting bigger than his purse. He's talking about purchasing a wagon recently. Like we don't sometimes struggle to put food on the table. A wagon, honestly. I've seen the looks he gives my potions and herbs, but where else are we gonna get the money for all the things he buys? Next thing you know, he'll be trying to buy another farm. 13th of mid-year. Rin's gone missing. We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him. Little wooden sword is missing too. Gods preserve me. I hope he hasn't run off. He doesn't realize how dangerous it is out there on the tundra. 16th of mid-year. It's been 3 days now. My little boy is still gone. I don't know how Ervil is looking at me. His eyes are too dark. His eyes are too dark. Too still. Like a frozen lake. I think I even heard him mutter something about getting what I deserve? Could he have... No, I dare not put the thought to paper. He did it. He must have. That monster killed my son, and now he looks at me with those hate-filled eyes and a mocking smirk. He despises my alchemical arts so much that he took my son from me to punish me. I've never brewed poison before, but I know how it's done. I know how to bottle death. A few drops in his mead, and my child will be avenged. It is done. The gods will damn me, but they will damn him more for a murder of a child. Rin, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have... Wait, I hear something.
Oops.
Oh, what's part 3? There's a child. The child has a journal too.
Child returns.
Well, we found the sword out by the well, so... Ma and Pa are fighting again. They're always fighting these days. Ma hates how obsessed with Pa is with cows and the price of wheat and all that boring stuff. Pa doesn't like Ma's flowers or her bottles of goopy stuff. I don't like the goopy stuff either, but it does make me feel better when I'm sick. So I guess it's okay. I can't wait till I'm old enough to join the Legion and get away from this farm. I've been practicing every day with my sword. I think I'm good enough to be a captain, or even a general. But Pa doesn't want me to join the Legion, because he says I have to take over the farm when I'm old enough. Ma doesn't want me to go because it's dangerous. It's about the only thing they agree on. I bet if I defeated a bandit or killed a wolf or something, that would show them. Then they'd have to let me join up with the Legion. Pa always tells me to stay away from the old well, one towards the tall monument out by the tree sitting on a rock. Wolves like to hunt there, he says, so that's where I'll go. I'll kill a wolf and bring home its head. And that'll prove I'm a man and not a baby. I'm tired of listening to Ma and Pa yell at each other anyway. Oh!
Just in the well.
This is heartbreaking.
Uh-huh.
Oh! Hilda, get out of the doorway! Hello, Rin. Your family can rest in peace now. Oh! I don't want to live here!
I gave you the house.
You gave me this, you fucking monsters!
I see.
I don't want to live here. What the fuck? That's so fucked up. Oh no.
Well, your place now.
Oh, there's a quest line for it too. I have to plant 10 crops.
Oh.
I'm taking over the family business. It's not my family, but I'm taking over the goddamn business. I'm avenging them the best way possible. Let me look up the potion ingredients for Fortify Enchanting. Skyrim Fortify Enchanting. Potion recipe. No berries and Spriggan sap are the only two things I can maybe plant. I can plant snowberries. But I can't really plant a blue butterfly wing or a hag raven claw. Oh, I could plant my food. If I want to grow like mushrooms, or potatoes, or like wheat to make bread. Although I can't really make much with bread.
Eat the bread.
No, okay. So the problem with this game is not everything is counted as like a food item.
Uh-huh. Bread is
Like,
not a food
not
item?
everything can. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen, but bread does not satiate you. That was still the saddest story I think I've ever read in a video game.
Is it? I guess the keyword is red.
I think it's a little more sad than even, like, Walking Dead Season 1. Maybe not.
Wow.
It's up there. It's really far up there. I think it only hurts more because I have a son. Right? Like, adding that level of connection surprisingly does a lot to your psyche. Especially when you question, like, well, what if it was TJ? Oh, I can hire a steward for the plantation. I should just plant, like, more stuff, though, quickly. Like, I could plant carrots.
The bread is done.
I guess I could plant wheat. Oh, bread looks very good. Oh, you know what I need to do, Snowy?
Hmm.
Hang on. We're gonna do something in honor of each of them.
You see?
We plant a nightshade. A single bit of nightshade. I can't really plant anything for cows other than wheat, and I already plan on growing wheat, but I can make this one wheat the father's wheat. What are we planting for the sun? What's a noble crop? Oh, you know what? In honor of the soldier that died as well, we plant a juniper berry. There we go. Yeah, at the very